What's good, Just Do family? It's your boy KB back with another one. And y'all know my slogan. I'm not here to break the news. I'm here to have a conversation. So on that little STEPH and MJ Akhmadaliev. So I'm an advocate for a good boxing conversation. So I'm gonna just get my thoughts on it. I thought it was interesting that he said that. And you could check boxing news. He did this interview with them back in August. This was back in August. So now we're coming, getting a bit closer to the date. And I felt like the need to talk about it. I feel like Paul Butler, who he's going up against, that I believe he's about 34-2, where he just been knocked out just one time in his career. You know what I'm saying? Over by Zelani Tete. And, that's all I needed to see to know that he's not going to be able to handle Monster Inoue come December 13th. Just simply put, and not that Monster Inoue is looking past him. There's no disrespect to Paul Butler, but I just don't think he's going to present much of a challenge for Monster Inoue. I think the punching power is going to be too much for Paul Butler, and I think I don't see him winning a round. If it may be a round or two if he's lucky. Other than that, I see Monster Inoue just punching right through Paul Butler, and that's that fight. But the real reason I'm here, the real reason we here, is because he said the magic words. He's willing to go up and face Cool Boy STEPH, Stephen Cool Boy Fulton Jr., or MJ Akhmadaliev. Matter of fact, he said both. So I just wanted to get my quick thoughts on both of these fights. MJ Akhmadaliev, the last time he was in the ring was June 25th, where he TKO'd Ronnie Rios in the 12th round. You know what I mean? It was, somewhat entertaining fight. Akhmadaliev pretty much controlled the action throughout the fight. You know what I mean? Kind of took his time. It did lack a bit of action to some degree, but nonetheless, Akhmadaliev was able to close the show and get the TKO in the 12th round right before the fight was over. So, it was entertaining to some degree, but then it kind of lacked action in some of the rounds. You know what I'm saying? And their two styles just didn't make for one of the more entertaining fights at 122 pounds, to simply put it. But nonetheless, Akhmadaliev was able to do his thing, TKO Ronnie Rios, and get him out of there. And it's a lot of people, and he retained his IBF and WBA titles, and a lot of people has been clamoring for him to fight Stephen Cool Boy, Fulton. Who's also in the weight division, also a unified champ, holding the the WBC and the WBO world titles. And it only makes sense for those two guys to get in the ring and unify, those titles to become undisputed, so we can have an undisputed champion at 122 pounds. But just for whatever reason, it doesn't look like MJ Akhmadaliev or his team is in a rush to get in the ring with Cool Boy STEPH. So, after Inoue takes care of business against Paul Butler, again, no disrespect to him, he's not going to have nothing for Monster Inoue. It's going to be a showcase fight, and it's for undisputed. Inoue will keep his titles, but I would like to see him be a man of his word and go up and challenge Cool Boy STEPH. And why I'm saying Cool Boy STEPH, because I think that's the better matchup out of Inoue, Cool Boy and State. He lacks tremendous punching power. He's not a big puncher. 21 wins, 8 knockouts, but there's power to transition from 118 to 122 with him. But to say Cool Boy doesn't have hand speed is a poor assessment on Cool Boy. And I don't know what Cool Boy you've been watching, because he just had a fight June 4th against Daniel Roman, where you got 12 rounds to see his hand speed and his skill set be put on display. And, he pretty much pitched the shutout. It was damn near a blowout victory over Daniel Roman, and the scorecards indicated it. You know what I'm saying? It was, he fought back. He didn't quit, but Daniel Roman just lacked the skill and the ability to do anything with Cool Boy, to give him any trouble. He just didn't trouble him. Cool Boy was able to have his way with him, outbox him, and he used a different wrinkle. He didn't stay in the inside how people thought he was going to stay, like how he fought Brandon Figueroa. No, he stayed on his stick, and he boxed from the outside, picked his shots, went to the body well, confused Roman in spots, and just all around just pretty much boxed circles around him, and didn't lose more than a round or two. You know what I'm saying? It was a clear-cut victory for Cool Boy. And now with him just in the win waiting, because like I said, Akhmadaliev is unwilling, it seems like, him and his team to get in there with Cool Boy STEPH, and to see how their styles would mesh, with Inoue being a natural puncher, being more so the boxer puncher in this situation. And Inoue gets hit a lot. You know, he's not as defensive responsible as Cool Boy is, so it'll be interesting to see how this fight plays out. But this whole notion that you just count Cool Boy out, a guy that showed you in his young career with the 21 wins, has beaten 9 undefeated fighters, and they've been quality fighters, and some of them has been undefeated along the way. I mean, some of them have been top tier dogs and champions along the way. So make no mistake about it, Cool Boy Stephen Fulton Jr. is one of the best, most skilled fighters in boxing today, despite what anybody may think. If you truly watching him, then you will understand that he brings a skill set to the table that could definitely present a lot of challenges and issues for Monster Inoue, a guy that's not defensively responsible, that's more on the offensive side. He's heavy on the front foot, but he's creative offensively as well. He's very heavy-handed, so it's safe to say if his power transitions up to 122 pounds, he could make that a difficult fight for Fulton Jr. as well. But I think that's a true 50-50 fight going in there. I don't think you could just say Monster Inoue automatically has the edge. If for some strange reason his power doesn't transition up, he will be in a world of trouble, because I think that's why a lot of people are edging him or picking him to just flat out beat Cool Boy and knock him out because of the power. But for some reason that power doesn't transition, or, you know, Fulton is able to avoid the power and take the power when he gets hit, then we're going to have a real fight on our hands. And I think you're going to see the best come out of Cool Boy Steph that night. But that's my thoughts on it. Y'all get in the comment section. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know how y'all feel about this Monster Inoue versus Paul Butler December 13th. And how do y'all feel about him saying he's willing to go up to 122 pounds and challenge the unified champion, Cool Boy Steph, or the other unified champion, and MJ Akhmadaliev? And as always, let me know if I gave these boys a just do, because that's all I do over here, Just Do Boxing. To the next one, I'm out. Peace.